Yes, peoples, welcome back to another episode of the Stockroom podcast. We're joined by two special guests, quite a crowded sofa. See? I don't know.
Sofa.
What? Is this not a sofa?
Why are you fighting English?
Is this not a sofa?
He says sofa C.
Sofa seat. Sofa slash seat. Yeah, guys, I'm not normally on this side of the town. Normally on the other side of the town, but I'm here.
I always like to be on this side. Trust. This is the cool
This
side.
is the winning side.
Come on.
No cap.
Oh God.
I like my own island. That's what I have to
man.
say. But yeah, joined by both Bolo and Michael.
Carl, man.
And we're joined by our special guests.
This one's been longer than a G.
Longer. When I say friend of the show, these are friends. This is FNF of the show.
Yeah. Facts.
We're joined by Josh and Marks.
Let's go.
Carl, man.
How are you guys?
Yeah, doing good, you know.
That's
doing
good,
good.
man. That's good.
Doing good.
Good.
That's good. How are you?
Go on now, Josh. You start. What have you been up to?
So for one, a lot of people don't actually know I don't live in London. So
Oh, you don't?
no, man.
Where do you live?
This is where it's gonna creep in. I'm actually from Cardiff.
You're from where?
I'm not from England.
This nigga from Wales.
he ain't from around. Yeah.
Let's say Wales.
Not these sides, yeah.
Hey.
But M1 hit me up yesterday. I just happened to be here for
Yeah.
something we had going on yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And like I said, it's been long overdue for a while.
Hey,
so
man.
I think it'd be manifested probably for near enough a year. So
Honestly.
it's good to be here.
This means
Good to be
Josh is
here.
our first international guest.
Yeah.
From overseas. Carl, man.
What did you have going on yesterday?
Maybe we'll get into it a bit more after introductions.
Yeah, cool.
No, go now.
Yeah,
Go.
cool. So, but it's probably better for Marks to explain what it was. But we actually had a listening party.
You can ring it up the mic.
Yeah, no problem. We had a listening party for Let's Vibe, which is kind of like a group and collective we run between a team of us, sharing music, and it's kind of just snowballed into friendship, really. So maybe we'll touch on it a bit more afterwards.
Definitely.
But yeah, here for the weekend. I
Sure
just
are.
had to show up.
Bank holiday weekend. You're
So
getting
you're right.
Good
Trust.
Friday.
Good
Yeah,
Friday
the weather's
for
been
real.
good. The weather's been
Hey,
good.
fam, those been beaming.
What about you, Marks?
Yeah, the week's been good, you know. So yeah, like a lot of it was like prepping for the event that we had yesterday. But yeah, it's been good. Like mentally, it's been a good one.
Explain the concept to me a bit more. So is it like you all have a playlist and come together, or how does it work? Just to
So it started like as like collaborative playlists. So it was just like one day in lockdown.
Oh, okay,
I was,
lockdown.
Like just bopping down on my daily walk around the block,
Yeah.
and I was just like I'd be jumping from bare different tunes from like Reggae Bears Hammond to LD to like
slow.
to Drake.
Can you imagine that switch up
To
is
this.
crazy?
It's a crazy mix.
It is a crazy mix. It's a crazy mix, but I kind of like that kind of spontaneity. So I
Yeah.
was just like, I want to hear new music from other people, but I like the concept of like Spotify's like Discover Weekly and stuff. But I was just like,
okay.
why would I do that when I could just ask you and I could ask you and I could ask you, and it's just like, then we could just make something collaboratively,
Facts.
and then everyone can just put on everyone. It's just like you pop in there, you find something for you,
Yeah.
and you just go off that. So it just snowballed into like a bigger thing. Then we created a page,
Yeah.
doing more like weekly, like, so P.Marks stands for like put me on that still. So it's
Oh,
like
okay.
you submit tracks that you're feeling that week, new or old, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, we put it into a playlist and it's just like rotational.
Yeah.
So last night was more of a listening party.
Okay.
You should do them on like Discord.
Okay.
Still try and do them every now and then, but this was like the first one in real life. So we just came together, listened to Beyonce's Renaissance, and we're just vibing through it. So it was cool.
So how do you feel like last night went?
I think it went well. Like I think everyone kind of enjoyed it and came away from it like, because a lot of people hadn't actually listened to the album properly. And I feel like a lot of people came away from it like, damn, I've been sleeping. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
And I was like, I've been saying, so I feel like it was a great situation for a lot of people who haven't heard it at all to calm
Okay.
down.
Okay.
Or if you have, it's like you hear it in a slight different way since you're in a new setting.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
I I don't know, man. I don't know if your weeks have been as exciting as as fruitful as that. But
I mean, to an extent. Go on.
go on.
I've been outside. I've been dibbling and dabbling.
What you been doing, boy?
You know, I went to go watch Air and you know.
Right.
Oh, you've seen it?
He snaked the guys.
Wait.
He snaked the guys.
Damn, man.
Yeah, you missed this part.
He snaked the guys.
It's not my fault. Life just happened to happen, and
No,
I just happened to get there.
How is this? Go on.
What, you want me to explain the whole thing?
Yeah, like,
Before you jump into it, though, was the film good?
It was good.
Okay, so it was
Yeah.
worthwhile at least.
Yeah.
Just
It
It
making
wasn't the
the-
same
Because-
as other man them though.
I can't lie. I'm seeing best sneakerheads say 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I don't know what
I
they're
feel
trying
I
to.
feel like they're moving a bit crazy. Like
They-
it wasn't bad at all. It was a very good retelling of the story.
Was it a good
Yeah.
plot?
Yeah, especially because it was like, as you could tell from like trailers, it's not focused around MJ.
Yeah.
It's focused around everyone else that made
MJ
happen.
and the brand great.
So
Yeah.
without saying too much, yeah, it's a really good film.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did it feel like more of a documentary than a film at points, or?
You know, it felt like. Have you guys seen what Wu-Tang Forever, the Wu-Tang Saga? Sorry, on
No, I have not.
on Disney Plus. See, it's like that in the sense where it's like, it's just retelling the story
Right.
from one perspective, but intertwining it with everyone else's, as
Hear it.
opposed to like Last Dance where you have bits from here, bits from here. Bits from
Yeah, yeah, I feel
It
you.
was just one continuous story.
I feel you.
Oh, raw. So you watched it Wednesday?
No, literally last night.
Literally. Oh.
It's fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He still,
Still
he
in
can
it.
still remember the seat
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
cinema.
It's still in his
Still
mind,
warm.
man.
Seat.
P9.
Still warm.
Whatever
It
seat you're
was-
sitting
It
in.
was F4 actually.
F4.
Yeah.
Damn, I was far off. But hey,
Good recliner seat. I brought 5 guys with me into the thing as well.
I can't believe
you brought 5 guys with you.
Mad.
Oh, I feel that.
Guys, I promise the whole pod we're not gonna do this.
Wait.
Me myself are gonna push
I
that.
couldn't let that happen.
Anyways, man, how was your week?
My week was good, man. I can't lie. I've been out and about. So
Doing
what?
things.
Making moves.
Making moves, man.
Hustling, bustling.
Had work. Was editing on the way to work, trying to get bits of the vlog and review done. Review should drop pretty soon. The vlog should drop pretty
Review
soon
of
as
what?
well. Review of the Cortez 95s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was wearing them last night as well.
Yeah, man. I had to give him
that
some
the debut?
minutes. Yes, it was. I had to give him some minutes. I said, yo, you know what? Streets deserve CDs. I wore them, stepping through Central. Some person was like, what, you got them? I was like, yeah, psh.
They don't know about it.
Michael's so dumb.
I just thank God.
They don't know.
But yeah, no, it was cool, man.
It's actually tapped in.
Hey, man. Like, the crepe is a comfy crepe. It's one of those crepes here where you like, you step around like you're on a mission. That's how a 95 is, just a block.
I've never owned a 95.
Never earned
Bro,
a 95.
when you eventually pick up a pair of 95s, whatever pair might draw you in, yeah, you're gonna understand what I mean. Like, it's just the boom, boom, boom.
It's a safe,
Focus
it's a
grip.
safe bet.
Yeah.
I remember.
So-
I think we've spoken about this before. They had this sneaker boot. I think it was the sneaker boot 95.
Sneaker boot.
The one that went
Yes,
came out.
yes.
Like, neon,
That one-
neon.
Yeah, it was
Right.
like it came out with the same color as the green pair of the Cortez
It was a utility green
Utility,
and a black.
yes.
Yeah.
and it had like
Those two?
Not to repeat.
I kicked down doors.
Not to repeat stories, yeah. But
Hey.
working in JD at the time, the man them that were coming in.
Copping those?
Yeah.
Ch-
Oh, I thought you meant the ones that came out with the knee.
Oh no!
The man them.
No,
No, we're talking about the ones you match with 11 night gloves, the golf gloves.
Yeah, I get
yeah,
it.
those ones.
Yeah.
The ankle support.
Yeah. They had. It was really.
Yeah.
Plus 10 agility.
Yeah.
Bro,
It was really made for the course. That's all I have to say.
hey man.
But no.
But yeah, then later in the week, went to Marketplace Harrow. So our friends over there invited us over. They actually invited all 3 of us, but Bolly couldn't make it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went, ate
So
some good food.
we invite Bolu places just to put that out there.
Yeah, see that? We don't take the man them, you know. We got them tickets and everything. It was all patterned. I signed everybody up to guest list. All it was, everybody come and eat free food. And yeah, we ate free
It
food.
was free.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains your plate now.
Yeah. You see me? Yeah. I told Eman, I said, I'm going to go get Argentinian grill. He said, what's that? I was like, don't worry, bro, I'm going to put you on. I went to make my order. It's taking ages. And then my buzzer starts beeping. I'm like, hey, it's time. I go over there, grab the food, and then my boy comes over and says, "Bro, you know you grabbed like basically the last portion of that because their machine broke, so they can't serve anybody else anymore."
Just
I was like, "Well."
Just to tie into the episode, guys, when I say there was bare meat on his plate. There was bare meat, pure meat.
Wow.
Different types of
Now,
meat.
why have you done this?
All the different types of meat.
Obviously, there was ribs, there was steak,
There was
chicken.
bare meat.
Just put a picture in. Put a picture.
Yeah, you
Bro,
have to put the
that
in.
picture-
You definitely have to put the picture in.
Pure satisfaction.
'Cause-
And that was after 2 meals already because I had sides, chicken and chips.
Hungry hippo.
Hey, bro, I came from work on a mission to eat. That was my sole aim. And I had, what did I have? Little Tokyo. Had a little, what was it? Tempura prawn and noodles bowl. Mwah! What a meal. Like, I was eating good, man. I can't lie. And then, obviously, day after, went to Let's Vibe with the man then. And yeah, it was a good vibe, man. I can't lie. Like, it was good to be there and to meet some of these people that I haven't actually met off the chat in person. So, like, I was explaining to Jjjjound yesterday when he was there. I was like, yeah, like, this usually happens on Discord. And then we'll kind of go from there and then just give our opinions. And it's kind of like that because over the night, people came in and out. Like, some people pulled up at 10:30 after we finished listening to half this album. Other people left after listening to the first 4. Like, it was just like the kind of like open door policy. Go out, come in as you please kind of thing and just enjoy the vibe. And no, it was really good, man. Like, I feel like there should be more of those across the year, whether it be for like new albums or like we did yesterday, like a past kind of release. So yeah, man.
I think it's funny because all of this happened organically. It's organic, the fact that Josh was in London at this time.
Yeah.
The fact that you went to the thing, the fact that we were planning this episode and it was like, we have always wanted you to come in on this episode. It's like,
We were like
since-
MB episodes, we're calling Marks.
Yep.
I was like, who put me onto MBs? What's it called? 2002 Phantoms. Protection packs. I said, yeah, that was Marks.
It was that
I was
guy
gonna
right
bring
there.
it today, but it was a hard
You brought
choice.
it up.
No, I hear it, man. I hear it. You done well. You done well with this one. We'll get into this one in a bit. This one is completely on topic.
This one is.
So, yeah, man. Eamon, how's your week?
no, it's
Don't ever say I don't ask you.
Hey, man.
Nah, it was good, man. I'm glad that you brought me to that thing because I'm broke, man. When I say, I booked, my birthday's at the end of the month. I've booked to go on holiday, but obviously at the end of May. But bro, the account is peak.
I hear it still. I hear it.
Listen, all I have to say is thank God there's petrol in my car.
Praise God. Praise God.
Because yo,
Hey, man.
when I'm getting closer to the traffic light, I'm stopping slowly.
Man said, no abrupt stops.
Oh yeah, you have to let the car roll.
Yeah.
So when the green light happens, it's
Yeah.
all in one motion.
Yeah.
There's no stop.
Skip first, go
What-
straight into second.
What do you know about overtaking cars to stay in the same lane? All about fuel consumption. If I start, they'll say I'm rapping again. But no, apart from that, the week's been good. So, today's been
It's been great, bro. Inspirational.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but apart from that, yeah, great week. So, don't know if we want to go straight into it.
Let's
but
go straight into it.
Let's go into it, man.
who do you want to
business
start
end.
with? Oh, let's start with Ziploc bag at the end.
The guys, for some reason, are not a fan. And I can't understand why.
Ziploc bag.
Can you imagine?
It's clicking now. It's clicking.
You get it. You actually get it. Yeah, man.
So as I've said, Ziploc bag, for all the listeners, you probably know what I'm
maths.
talking about. But Josh, what do you have on feet today?
Yeah, Ziploc bag. Air Max Sanders triple black.
Yeah.
But I fuck with them. So
Now,
Yeah,
the
man.
triple black colorway is definitely better than that panda. Whatever you could that shoe. That
You're
you
offending more than one person in this room.
How is it? I big up Shack off camera, man. Big up you.
That could be steady, man. I know what you got on. Not everybody should have opinions. Sigh.
Josh, tell me more about. You really like it, don't you?
yeah, I fuck with them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something diligent about them. I personally think I'm quite
Very much so.
Even with shoes and stuff, clothes normally I'm quite low key minimalist. So I think it's enough textures, enough going on without being too crazy. So I hear you on the triple black thing, but for me it's ideal.
Yeah.
So, what are you like triple black, like full collection type of guy, or is it? Do you have a bit of color?
Not all the way, a bit of color, but when I saw them, well, I say this, we were going a big back and forth between all of us
Yeah.
really, and about whether to, because they're not exactly cheap either.
Yeah.
So
Oh, so you didn't get them on sale?
No, put it that way.
All I have to say is the shoe went on sale. Make of that what you want.
I know that.
Sold out same day though.
I sent him the link. So
Sold out same
I
day.
think you sent. Yeah, I think you
sent
sent
it to them.
Yeah, and I sent it to you.
Yeah. Big up Marks, man.
I wanted to get the black ones, and then by the time payday came around, it was sold out. I said, "Rah, I really like that." So now I'm waiting for the right time. Gonna put a cheeky bid on StockX. Under retail.
No, for sure.
Something will come through.
Does it get stained easily? I don't know because of the
I've had no
material.
problem.
Not really the black pair. The white pair a little,
white pair.
but it's not too crazy that you can clean it out.
Like I've had that problem with like Air Maxes. Like
Air Max is different though because Air Max is actual mesh, it's not satin.
I'm scared because I got the pair of the infrared Air Max 90s that came out 2020.
Those ones are dangerous. 21.
21. I'm scared to get anything on that. If anything gets on that toe box,
You're finished.
I'm throwing the whole shit away.
It's finished.
I don't know if you guys have had the same thing with Air Maxes. Or do you
Is it
own-
off-white one? Or
No. Oh,
Standard
I don't have that
infrared
much.
90s.
Yeah, the standard infrared
Oh,
90s.
okay, yeah. The mesh toe boxes. Yeah.
It's dangerous, man.
It's peak.
Yeah, I had that with the off-white materials. That's what I was thinking. 'Cause I had the Air Force and the UNC, and I had like a spec in there from early, and it's just
Never came out.
Wait, you had UNC off-white ones?
yeah, got rid of them though.
Oh!
Just recently, like probably about
6 months
couple
ago?
months ago. Nah, in the last 3 months.
Okay.
Oh, rah.
But, yeah,
Bro, you don't understand when I tell you Mark's collection.
No, I know. I know. You know what?
Yo.
Marks,
Find out.
What you got on feet today, my guy?
Oh, I got the Teddy Santis.
it's alright. We'll put it in there as well.
Okay, cool. The marble heads.
Yeah.
I think these are just the steezy joints.
Yeah.
Very
I'd say
clean.
It's like just clean to the point. Just like, put it this way, like they're in, I got like the crates, right? The containers.
Yeah.
And I haven't even arranged them, but they're in the bottom. But just seeing the red heel tab with the cream,
The contrast is nuts.
it's a lovely aesthetic. It's just like, my day is just that bit better, you know?
Before you were wearing like, because I know you have a lot of MBs, and anytime I think of MBs, I think of you. I can't lie. What were you wearing before MBs? Like, what was your?
Ones mainly.
Is it?
Few forces. I have like a few like 97s I was huge into first.
Like
Then-
like Gundams and all of those.
So yeah, Air Max 97s. So like gold bullets, the Italian SB camos. Had silver bullets, but then they got rinsed. So I got rid of mine. So yeah, I had a few pairs of 97s. Then yeah, like the 98s, the Gundams. I really wanted the tall yellows, but back in uni I couldn't afford to get both. Boy, I had to just
Yeah,
pick.
man.
yeah.
And then it shifted to the ones. That's the time.
in the
Like,
for dinner.
off-whites. Trust me.
What about you, Josh? What did you have? What was you like growing up?
I say that not even like we talk about New Balances. It's probably just the same thing like Marks. Marks just kind of put me on. I think it just kind of moved more towards comfort is key vibes. And we'll probably touch on it, but I just think New Balance are just doing their thing that way. But before that, yeah, Nikes, Air Maxes.
Obviously, being in London, yeah, it's kind of different. I'm not trying to take a shot. I'm not. No. Hear me out. Hear me out. Big up all my Cardiff fam watching the pod right now. All of our people in Cardiff. But what do people in Cardiff wear? Like, what's the type of?
It's the same thing. I guess
Is
like
it?
there's still if you want to say sneakerhead, however you feel about that term, there's still that culture within it. You just have to go and find it, I think.
Right.
So in terms of day to day, I mean, just sort of the layout of the place, it's not it really, as in like what people are wearing. But there's definitely like steezy people, and if you're interested in that, it's
You'll find
more
them
than
kind
enough
of
ways to do that. Yeah, there's quite a big skate culture as well. In Cardiff, so it's interesting to see how that's changed, where that's a bit more prominent now as well.
So there's like a lot of SB heads over there.
Yeah, so but they'd be wearing that beforehand, but now seeing that sort of picked back up.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see how that's changed. But yeah, it's an interesting dynamic, but it's kind of one you have to go look for.
Right.
Have you got SBs?
Huh?
Or have you got SBs?
No, I'd say that I wasn't in the wave. Like I wasn't in the wave of that, but from just seeing it now and thinking back, I think, okay, they're onto something. Maybe.
Yeah, are you still not into it or?
No.
Okay,
I hear it.
okay,
Yeah, I hear it.
okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, me. I'm wearing. Speaking of off-white fives. Yes, I'm wearing these again. They've taken back some minutes. I put the Gore-Tex back. I saw the weather today, and I was like, yeah, rip stock vibes. But yeah, off-white fives. Now I have more than one shoe, guys. I hope you've seen. So, Michael, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing the JFG 993s.
JFG.
Yes, sir.
Jeez.
They picked up a few compliments today in the sunshine.
Hey,
People that
they're
I haven't seen those
beautiful,
before. I was like, yeah, man, copped them on the quiet thing last what, winterish, autumnish.
Yeah.
Guys, if you see Michael in the road complimenting shoes, he smiles. If you see the grin that forms in his face,
It's facts. I can't lie. Makes me happy
I hear
still.
it though,
When people say I have a nice fit, I'm like, appreciate you.
Nah, yeah.
Goes a long way, innit?
Getting a compliment on your fit just makes your day better.
Yeah, man, a little cherry on top.
Yeah.
You know, I was having a great day. I was having a greater day, like, yeah, man.
the inner child in Michael is screaming.
Hey, chill in the child in me, bro. Hey, Bully, sorry, what you got on feet today?
I got
Serious.
I got
Gah!
the gorilla joint
From the gutter.
from the gutter.
From Alcatraz, man.
Come
Hey,
on, man.
man.
I got the MX95s, the Cortez collaboration with
Yeah.
Nike. You know the vibes. You know how
Yes,
we
sir.
go. Come on.
Very steady.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, when is the blue pair drop here?
15th.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but where they getting this confirmation from? Though that's my question. This kid
Hey.
ain't saying nothing, and he's the one. No, fair enough.
I'm putting in a close up of that.
Fair enough.
So, Marks,
Yeah.
take us through what is spinning on the table today, because this crepe here is a peak one.
It is the Aime Leon Dore New Balance 991s. I forgot what the colorway is called, to be honest,
Same.
Color is just lang.
but it's just.
That's the colorway is called Leg.
Literally.
Lang brown.
What made you pick these up?
I just always knew I was grabbing these. I saw the initial photos in March last year. Like, I think this was just as like the Teddy Santis, like New Balance, like
Yeah,
collaboration,
yeah.
like
Yeah,
in working
yeah,
stuff, not
yeah.
the technical collaborations were coming out. And I saw these. I was swiping. I was like, yo, like to the point. I just took a screenshot of that pic. I didn't even save the pic. I took a screenshot of the pic, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need these. And then I think it came to summer. I didn't hit on them in the ALD raffle, but my boy did. I was like,
Yeah.
respect. I was like, yeah, you don't understand. This is like the one I wanted for the whole year. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't be
Quickly-
copping as much nowadays, so this
Quickly,
one is
Mark, what size are you?
natural size. That's right. But
Just
yeah, nah, these
asking for a
are
friend.
these are UK 10.
Okay. Yeah,
Damn, we just missed it.
literally out of the way. I just realised as well, they're made in England.
They are, yeah. In the
What is it, Filmby?
Bembury?
Yeah. I can't lie.
I think the
Serious.
991 silhouette is the one that's made in the UK.
The
Okay. Oh, swear.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
the materials, yo.
That's luscious.
What was the retail?
275.
Jack.
275.
275.
I remember it specifically because I wanted there was two pairs in it.
Yeah,
I wanted the grey
as
pair.
well,
That's
yeah.
right, yeah.
The grey and green pair. That pair is magnificent.
Yeah.
But 275 at the time of that point in my life, ain't no way.
There's a Ronnie Fieg.
275 is a lot.
Yeah,
hefty,
I can't.
bro.
No, do you know what? Yeah, it's a lot, but look at the shoe, bro.
I'm gonna be dead honest though. Like for 275, it could have been cleaner.
You think so?
Like from here,
Actually,
it's fine,
no.
right? But
Free
like,
bills.
when I had it in hand, mine was alright. But there was like a few loose threads, and I'm not trying to be like mad picky, but
Bro, you paid 3 bills, yeah, like-
And it's handmade, innit? For the most part, anyway.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah. But luckily, there was no like real defects or anything.
Yeah.
Whereas I knew that like other people, like I'd never gone as hard for a shoe like I did for this. Like I was
'Cause
all
you-
up on Reddit. Checking
You
if
shouted
the
me.
store was
You're like,
opening.
oh, enter raffle for me.
Yeah.
And I know you messaged other people in the same vibe. Like,
I think you put it on your slide. I even entered. Yeah,
Yeah.
you put it on. Yeah, I remember now.
yeah,
Yeah.
on Insta.
And that's where I saw like people were saying about defects. But yeah, the shoe's beautiful, man. I think a lot more people went for the grey.
Yeah.
Because I think traditionally New Balance's color is grey, and the subtle green was lovely because like
Yeah,
it's
it's a
like
great
a cream
contrast.
mesh. It was
Great
a beautiful
contrast.
contrast.
Sick.
But these for me were just like summer banger, leather new MB, so I can wear them whenever. Whereas most MBs are suede, so that's a
It's very true.
seasonal or
Very true.
a trusty decision.
Leather in this country makes a lot of sense. I can't lie.
Too much sense.
Compared to people wearing suede.
It's the
Speaking
olive
of
green.
leather versus suede,
Oh, beautiful.
we've got something in the news
Beautiful.
that personally
Oh
has
my
actually
God.
got me quite disappointed.
You know what?
I rate.
I rate
It,
it.
it has me quite.
No, I rate it.
You rate it. It got
I
me
rate it.
irate.
That's go on.
It got me. I was quite disappointed.
Go on.
Obviously, You love a OG colorway coming back.
Yes.
In whatever shoe you collect, right?
Yes.
And I saw that they're bringing back the Bred 4s. And I'm like,
Can you imagine?
reimagine Bred 4s. Okay, cool. You know what? Back in 18, 19, when I got rid of my pair by accident, because I didn't know what the game was saying. 2019.
2019, yeah.
When I got rid of them by accident, because I didn't know what my favorite Jordan silhouette was at the time.
Basically,
I thought I was going to get a second chance.
he had the mash and didn't know where to bang it.
And I got rid of the wrong one. I took an L. But then I was like, cool. Let me see what these are saying in it. Jordan 4 Bred, whatever, cool.
Hey!
Remember at the start they said, oh yeah, you're just gonna have an aged midsole, a little bit of cracking here.
And I crack it on the upper, but it's nubuck.
I said that's calm.
Why the heck am I seeing leather on my crepe?
I can't lie.
Don't do that.
Shut up.
No.
I can't. What would you okay, cool. On a Jordan 4, what would you prefer? Leather or nubuck?
No. Ask the right question. On a Bred 4 reimagined.
No. Just on a Jordan 4.
On a reimagined.
On a
Bred
ignore
4.
him. On a Jordan 4, what would you prefer?
On a reimagined shoe
my
where
gosh.
they
You've
are
asked the worst
reaching-
question, by the way.
They are
Why?
bringing it back.
Think of
to
all your
what
Jordan
it was
4s that you
back.
own.
Yeah.
And how many of them are suede or nubuck?
Yeah, okay, majority all of them, but the fact that it's different.
Nah, man.
It's not-
I didn't,
In fact,
I didn't
it's
ask
not
for
about us.
difference.
It's not about us.
It's
So,
not sorry.
go on.
I'll bug out.
Well, it depends on like what the reimagined concept is, right? Because it's more like giving life back to what
Yeah.
it used
Right.
to be.
Thank you
So
very
on
much.
that basis, I'm expecting it to be leather.
Sorry?
It's gonna be leather. Like,
Wait,
if you
why?
if you think back to all of the 85 Jordan 1s,
Yeah.
the Jordan 4s, that shit was way
Oreo
back then.
Jordan 4.
But this is
Prestigious.
Oreo Jordan 4. Don't forget, like Oreo Jordan 4 and all of the suede 4s are like newer renditions.
No, you know what though?
Just
I
new
respect.
colourways and new
I respect the
materials.
Oreo 4 as a shoe, but when the Bred first came out, I think the Bred was the only one that was a nubuck in its conception.
I guess because I'm more thinking about like, yeah, true. I'm more thinking about like white cement 4s.
Yeah, which are leather,
Which are more like
and
I feel
military
like
blues,
that's-
which are leather
yeah,
as well.
Yeah,
again,
I'm more
that's
thinking about
fine.
those. But yeah, I guess if you talk about the Bred 4s, then yeah, it would have to be suede.
Josh.
Similar for me, probably.
2 out of 2.
But it's a hard one with the whole reimagined thing anyway, just
Right.
because it's like, where does the OG and everything come into it nowadays? Because people just, the demand is there for whatever they put out, isn't it? So it's hard to, I don't know, I just find it hard to go along with the what's authentic and what's not anymore. People
feel
just
you.
want to know, people just want something that looks remotely like what they
What they
think
own
looks
prior, and they can get a new version and say
For
it's
sure.
cool, brand new, we can secure it,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
And it's like, where do you enter hater territory? Just like being like trying to old man everything. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I hear it. I fully hear it.
Because like I see the Nike Air Heel tab, I'm like, cool, me there. And I see the body, I'm like, why are we leather? Like of all things to do, why are we that?
You're from the UK. Do you know how essential a leather crepe is?
No.
It's not about us. It's about the shoe.
You know what it is, yeah? Saying I'm from the UK, yeah? Like, once you look through your collection, you notice that some shoes, like you were saying with the, what's it called? Syracuse Dunks.
Yeah.
You won't wear them until the sun comes out.
Yeah.
That's by choice.
Yeah.
I don't need a shoe that I can wear all year round. Because I'm thankful that I'm in a position where I can have certain shoes that I don't have to wear in the winter.
Yeah.
So, saying
But
that the
it's a
shoes
black and red shoe. It's not a light color.
Oh gosh, man. Iman, you're not,
I haven't
you're
even
not
seen these mock pics.
understanding.
I'm gonna show you the pics, bro.
It's the fact that how are you making me reimagine it, but you're changing the main components, bro.
The main
From
source.
new buck to leather, and it's not even like it's a thing where like, as Mark said, like the Bred 4s was one of the
In
first
fact,
I hear it on that.
new
sense.
buck type shoe
In fact.
that Jordan was using, and now they've changed it from like they've changed something that was kind of innovative to just okay, even if it's premium leather.
It's like it's USP. kind of.
Exactly.
Do you get it?
okay, cool.
Okay,
And
yeah,
I don't know
I get
if the thing will pick it up, but Shaq, leather or
Or
nubuck?
Nubuck.
I'm gonna take it as it is kind of going dead hard.
Oh, you see the aura. You see the aura.
Jeez.
I don't even care, dead hard.
You see the aura, and then you're putting it.
You're letting that.
They are nice, but I think it does depend on the finish though. Because if
Yeah.
it's too shiny
Yeah.
as well.
If it's too shiny, it's gonna.
That's
It's
true.
gonna
Do you know what? If it's dull, but at the
Then,
same,
yeah, if
like
it's dull,
I feel
then
like
I'm cool.
you know the Oreo 4s, yeah. I think they were cool as a concept, like the idea of it, the execution of it in terms of like the way it aged. I don't know if people really counted that to happen because of the way that the level would crease and whatnot. Like don't get me wrong, the Oreo 4 is like conception was a great shoe. Like I thought it was very, very clean. I don't need that many all leather shoes like that. That are in terms of Jordan 4s.
What other leather shoes?
No, all black leathers. Like I feel like in terms of like the all black, like the coloration it lends itself more to Nubuck, just because of how like a black hat. If I got all leather black hat, I would not like it. I don't think I'd be a fan.
That wouldn't be a black hat. That's an Air Force, bruv.
Do you know what, Fairs? Fairs.
That is funny.
Hey man.
Cool. So, seeing as we won, they're sitting on the chair, my chair, the chair aura. So they had to,
This mic is gonna be booming off.
I know. I just geeked it. Moving on to our, I guess, next news subject. We have, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Ben Affleck was seen rocking the Chicago Travis Scott ones. Did you guys?
Oh yeah, they look crap. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you.
They were looking real crap. But I feel like the silhouette itself was looking not right. I don't know. The picture I saw, something just the dimensions weren't adding up.
Man said Jordan Buster.
Mark's in the Reddit group chat, so your brother can't say, hey, yo, this shape ain't correct.
Guys, I think this is fake.
I've owned a couple high heats. That ain't right.
Not even on that too. Like, I was looking at them like they're looking a bit off. Like,
according to my Jordan 1 collection.
But no, I think maybe it could just be like sometimes I feel like certain colorways can make a shoe look very different.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is one that you're overdoing it in my opinion. Like, I just don't think there's a need. Like, but I feel like if they're actually doing that, I feel like they're just doing that to try and regain market share.
I don't think they'll drop there.
No, of course not. Oh,
I hope they don't.
I don't think they'll drop.
Those are
I think it's
unicorns.
safer not to.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, yeah, they're terrible.
hopefully they're one of ones, and then
It's a custom, isn't it?
it's a custom.
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's
You don't think it's a custom?
I hope.
You think Travis Scott signed off on that?
I hope that's.
What does he sign off on anyway?
That's a story. That's a story for another day.
I hope that's
What?
a shoe surgeon custom, right?
What?
Now.
Exactly. So it's a custom.
No.
I
I
hope.
think there was a few colours that got made initially before obviously they settled on the fragment, because remember there was rumours flying around when the fragment was about to drop that there was also a red Chicago. So I think maybe in that time point maybe something happened.
I don't. But
A few
with
samples lying around somewhere.
Yeah, did you get it?
let me
Some
just
stuff
see
in Nike Lab, you know.
Let me
like-
just see them out.
It's like if it was legit, why is there
Bless
only
you.
one and why is it Ben Affleck? That's my question.
That's my.
I was wondering that as well.
Yeah,
Ben Affleck
I
was-
can't lie.
Big Racks Ben Affleck though.
No, but Ben Affleck was
Yeah, but
Phil
like,
Knight
still
in the film, so maybe that's why. He's
Hey.
I see.
Knight, so-
Fair, yeah. Of course, like we haven't seen Air, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
well,
sorry.
none of us-
Privilege enough, sorry.
If you'd watched it, you would know that Ben Affleck. was
Wow,
Phil
the
Knight.
movie came out 2 years ago, guys. He wants his
Literally,
question mark on dot. What?
He's
We
one of-
apologize.
As a Bolo is one of those people. As soon as he watches the film, I'm gonna start posting spoilers.
Hey, man.
Sorry, this is a footwear podcast. So
Everyone block me, everyone block
At least
me.
one person on this pod does their job and goes to see a footwear film
Right.
first.
Right.
Right.
So this is how.
She's put down
Right.
the research. The
Right.
business expense.
Right.
That's a business.
Speaking of, he might as well expense our tickets. Hey, brother, you're gonna sort out.
what credit card do you have?
Put it on the A. Hey, man. All right, cool.
Go on.
Into the next piece of news, and this will be our last piece of news before we get into a little bit of something to bother you.
Yeah.
Are we going with that or are we going with something more present?
Do you want? Do you know what? Let me pause. Do you want to go with dot swoosh or do you want to go with mischief?
I was
Oh,
gonna say
sorry.
Dot Swoosh and then-
No, let's go to Easy.
Yes,
Mafia. Cool.
Yes.
So yeah, moving on to our next bit of news, we're gonna move into the return of something quite large,
You see how it's Easter?
almost criminal-like.
Yeah.
Some people might call it a bit of a mafia.
No. I want to understand this Easter.
See how it was Easter. What happened in Easter? What do we celebrate?
What happened at Easter?
Oh, our father-in-the-law, he passed away. But then what did he do?
Ain't no way.
In 3 days after, he resurrected.
And
And
he's-
who else resurrected? Easy Mafia.
There was no
I thought he was gonna say yay.
signing that.
I thought he was gonna say yay.
Nah, man, Banye, man. This is about Easy Mafia and Easy Mafia.
He took away my driving point. I wasn't even sure if I could co-sign that.
Yeah, continuing it. I could.
Nah, Easy Mafia's back though. That's crazy.
You know what does back mean?
yeah.
Obviously, their page was archived and silent. I don't know if you remember, but then you find it weird that Stormzy came back on social media with none of his followers affected. Like, he just came back on social media.
Which I don't get it.
Like,
They did shut their page.
obviously, after a certain amount of time of keeping your account closed, your account is then meant to be locked.
The account
But that
wasn't
nigga
closed.
Stormzy.
The account wasn't closed.
No, was it not closed?
No,
it was
still
just
active.
there.
It was still active. They just didn't do
I mean,
anything.
good point.
Like,
There is that.
Word.
There is that.
you're trying to say what? You're gonna be me, Big Storms.
Hey man, obviously
You're
Yeezy
way
has.
too big for your boots. I'm gonna put that bitch back up. What do
Hey
you think?
man,
What do you think this is?
But yeah, no, they just didn't. They literally the last picture they posted before saying we're back was the end. That's it.
literally.
And so
I'm sorry, that's kind of weak. Like you can't say the end and then say we're back as if it's the
No,
end.
no,
It's the end.
no. They said the end, and 2 lines down a question mark, and that was on the 25th of October, 2022, posting the Yeezy 350 Zebra. Now today they've posted like a moon with a light around it, and says Yeezy Mafia, we're back and ready to celebrate the future. Our journey with Ye is a testament to the power of creativity, determination, and passion. Since 7 years we started, we will continue. Our community is a source of strength and inspiration, and we're proud to be a part of it. We come together as a community and we'll keep inspiring each other. This is the beginning. Thanks, everyone.
Nigga, what
And the caption is,
what
we're
does
back.
that mean?
we shall remain.
They're about to archive the end.
No, man. What does that mean?
That means I had a dream.
Because why should we end?
What?
We're just getting started.
So no, I've said this. Are they just gonna start posting archive pictures of
Bro, they said they're looking to the future.
today? Oh, on this day in 2014.
No, they're looking to the future. That means more stuff is coming.
But what does it mean though? Does it mean that
Who
they're
knows?
obviously? Does it mean that they're going to be doing the whole backing of the non-Yeezy Adidas
Impossible.
numbers? That would be crazy.
Go on. What?
He settled. It's not gonna be non-easy. It's gonna be easy.
You know, I heard about that,
He settled with
but I didn't believe it because somebody came out and said that nothing has been officially said on Kanye's side. And so, like, when they were saying the whole thing of, oh yeah, that we'll be getting those shoes back, type of thing, because obviously it's a lot of stock. I think always 450 million, something like that.
it's
One
a-
ridiculous number in the millions. Something dumb. So
Do
like,
you
you can't
guys
you can't
own-
afford to lose that.
Do you guys own Yeezys?
Not anymore, nah. I got
had a
rid
couple,
of
didn't you?
Yeah, I had a couple. I got rid of them.
When did you get rid of them?
Nah, not in relation.
That's what I was asking. I was
Nah,
asking.
nah,
I just
nah.
had to investigate a little bit.
I'm not one of them US brothers that start burning up all those.
Yeah.
See that one? That was very performative. If you really cared about the environment and whatnot, you give the shoe to like some
Yeah, that's-
children that need it or
that's so
something. Don't be just burning crap.
I just got mine.
That makes sense.
Rid of mine over time, just when
Okay.
it was like it doesn't fit my wardrobe. I had like the Beluga 2.0s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Cream 700s.
Yeah.
I think that's it really.
I think the Cream 700 will still fit in your wardrobe now though.
They do, but for me, I was just like that shoe is not that comfortable in my
Fair.
personal opinion. I feel
I
like
can't imagine
people
you wearing
kind
them
of
now either.
yeah. I feel like it's one that I just certain shoes I just learned to accept. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Fair enough.
And
Fair
that's I
enough.
was just like I don't.
I feel that comes with that as you grow like your collection, like you realize that
Yeah.
it's not everything you need to go for type of
Yeah.
thing. So
Josh,
no, I hear
did
it.
you have?
No,
None
not
at all.
being on Yeezy, not really. Not like, not from a hate thing, just never really appealed to me.
Fair enough.
What do you guys think Adidas should do with the rest of the stock? Because obviously it's still in their warehouse.
It's tacky, really, isn't it?
So there's
Because it's
obviously
aging as well.
there's three options. There's to sell it, and then that's the whole thing of you guys are basically still backing Kanye after all of this. There's to burn all of them, which isn't ethically correct
At all.
And then
They're
there's
never gonna burn it.
They can't.
and then there's a third option. I can't remember what the third option is.
Leave it at wholesale.
But even that's still probably under one with selling in it. Maybe giving it to charity or something. I don't know. I don't know if what the official third option was for them.
They have to minimize the losses. So
Yeah.
I would say
It's a
like
big loss.
the best is agreeing to deal with Ye, but at
Yeah.
the same time, it's just very much them like doing a U-turn on what they
Yeah,
did.
on what they
But,
said.
Hey man.
Hey, they got kind of save their back. So
A couple months ago, I saw somebody tweet when they saw the numbers. They said, "Yeah, Kanye is that guy he thinks he is," and I was like, to have that amount of stock and a brand's at your mercy, and not only is that happening, but then Balenciaga and you fell out over that whole situation afterwards because of the way you quote unquote acted, and then Balenciaga got their own afterwards.
Yeah.
Like it was just a mad continuous knock-on effect, and the whole thing of Gap as well. I don't know. Obviously, shout out to everybody at Gap in it, but Gap are not really current. If we're being completely frank.
There's not really. Don't say really.
I'm trying to minimize the blow here. But Gap aren't current. And so when they were saying, oh, we don't want to work with Kanye anymore, like, you actually don't have a choice. Like, it's literally him, or you keep coasting and just about surviving the way you were. Like, there's no innovation within the ranks at all that I've seen. Everybody that Kanye brought in was probably having effects within the ranks, but he wasn't there long enough to have the desired effect to bring the brand where it should be. Because really and truly, Gap shouldn't have to be competing just about with like Primarks and all of that. They can establish themselves
Deep in it,
again
yeah.
like a Zara.
Deep in it.
Really and truly. Bless you.
Deep in it. Kanye's God is greater. Can you imagine? All of the people that you've fallen out with, they've struggled.
He said everybody.
Balenciaga got caught doing child pedophilia. What do you call it? Adidas don't know what to do with the stuff that you created for them.
Hey, bro.
Gap is having a gap in their market.
Gap is right back where Gap was.
Any weapon formed against me can't prosper.
Prosper.
Hey,
Like-
man.
I'm a filler with.
Exactly.
Bled.
Nah, but
Serious one.
It's crazy.
It's a sticky one for them, man. But I actually was starting to think like, even if they agreed a deal and then they went on to sell, it's like, I still think they will sell out. But it's like, what are people's opinions on Addy and Yeezy? Because like, yeah, people are gonna buy it to flip, right? Because they just
No, you
Will
can't
it be
flip.
flip though?
You can't flip easy.
I guess this is all that the,
yeah, but
the
I feel like
understanding
they're
of
still
it.
gonna sell out though.
Oh,
100%,
definitely.
So
100%.
they're not.
You know what it is, yeah? One thing is, shoes never really sell out. They just kind of,
filter the stock.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like they'll be chilling in warehouses and stuff like they'll just get decimated through some kind of ways. And I feel like,
Until I get on Yeezy Day.
not everything will get sold out. And I don't know, obviously, one thing is the period that they want to get rid of this stock. You can't get rid of 450 million in a 12-month period. So how long do they expect to get this thing gone? And is it a thing where they'll reestablish their connection with Kanye and innovate to make new things? Because 4 years down the line, some shoes that he makes now won't matter.
Yeah, trust.
So it'll be interesting to see, man. I can't lie. It's going to be a very interesting game.
My whole thing is, okay, cool. So all of this happens. Obviously, we spoke about Kanye before. This is it's supposed to be a lot shorter
I
than
didn't
this.
even put the timer on.
You're
for
so-
Kanye thinking.
No, it's been a while still. I can't lie.
Yes, it's been a while. We'll give you some time. No, it's the thing of cool. So you distribute all of these shoes. The market right now for resale and just the whole sneaker market is down disgracefully. So
And you think some old Yeezy models are going to
I'm
reawaken
gonna
it?
like,
I'm not so sure.
and if you
A
think
350
about
turtle dove? It's not moving me.
it, nah, it's not moving you. But
I'm a
it'll
rock.
move people. Nostalgia will move people. Yeah,
But I
nostalgia.
feel like they've already like done those.
They
things,
tried
like,
that.
with the Yeezy days. They already did that.
They tried on Yeezy there.
I swear.
I can't lie.
So it's
More
like-
time, people were there for the flip. There was a bit of value added.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but it's like even the flip is nowhere near what it was.
What it was.
Oh, of
Like,
course.
if they did it again, it's like still
I feel like for if they I personally feel like they should just bring it all back. Just let it go. Just bite the bullet, because the effect that will have on the environment and then on the brand's values in terms of what they've kind of pledged to do to come back to like what a net zero. Like but just burn it all, just push you in the complete opposite direction.
And I can't lie. Their higher ups, they don't care about ethics. Ethics is a whole screen. They just want the peas.
That's business as a whole, though.
I know that's the thing.
It's obviously down to CSR, corporate social responsibility.
Sell
to be able
everything
to-
you have. I reckon they're saying sell everything. We'll take the hit as it is,
and be done with it.
and we'll just be done
we'll
with
go
it.
from
We get
there.
our money, and then we come and do Kanye. We never liked you. Blah 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 blah. They'll go and do that whole stuff. But at least all of it's gone. Right now they're in a crossroads because they're having to be ethical. Sorry, and then we don't have peace. Like.
Hey, being broke and ethical is crazy.
Hey, trying to be ethical with
That's a
it
good
takes
question.
bread, bro.
I'm sorry.
Sustainability is expensive. That's another episode we need to talk about. Sustainability as a whole, like
Quick,
to
sorry.
be able to minimize all your expenses.
Let's just think about it.
Go on.
Do you feel like you could be ethical as a billionaire?
There's no way. There has to be an element of
That's
unethicalness.
different money, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
Bro, somebody,
Okay,
I
Rich.
feel like
somebody making you money is getting screwed over.
yeah,
Facts.
that's what I mean. Yeah, to make that much money, you got.
You might be nice to all your store managers, and you might be nice to all of your
talking about in general,
assistant
though.
managers. No, I'm
Okay,
going to
cool,
use a
go on.
retail
Yeah,
pipeline,
yeah.
innit? But the staff never see you, bro, and you don't shake their hand when you go to the store. You chat to the people that are
Yeah.
doing the things. You get what I'm saying? So somebody's always going to hold it for your benefit, so you can enjoy that extra bread, that little 10% bonus on top that comes to like 20k.
Okay, maybe not billionaire, but do you feel like you can be rich and ethical?
Nah, especially not in this country.
Nah.
Especially
nah.
someone
I think you
has
can look
to suffer.
ethical.
Huh?
Yeah, you can look ethical.
ethical.
Looking ethical is almost easy.
Yeah. So they do all this high level.
Wear some
stuff.
vegan
There's no
burger
invoice.
stocks.
That's what they're
Some sustainable pants.
Make a couple tweets, retweet a couple positive things.
Hey, man.
You know,
I feel like there is possible, but I feel like
It's not as
it would
easy.
just be a very intentional niche to go
Yeah.
down.
Visit a couple hospitals, you know,
Yeah.
shake a couple
Charity
hands.
work.
A couple,
Do a couple
Food
Christmas
drives.
the food drives, you know.
Oh, guys, I'm just gonna get rid of my whole spring summer wardrobe from 2023. Everybody's getting stuff for free. Here you go, guys. What?
And whilst everything's gifted.
Somebody that made those clothes that you made is in trouble.
Yeah, trust.
So it doesn't matter whatever angle you look at it as. Somebody's holding corn for you being a
So
millionaire.
cool. We all want to be rich. Fair enough. That means we know that what we're doing, an aspect may not ever be right. Something that we do on our journey may not be right. And are you all right with that?
I think you still can be. I think like for the sake of efficiency though, like when people try, that's what it gets mashed on though. Really though, isn't it? That's what people.
Just said those kids are gonna have to hold that. I can't lie.
Oh my days,
Not me. But I think that's what happens really. Like
I say,
people
I can afford
trying
to pay
do
them
everything
£20
very
an
quick.
hour.
You could do things intentionally and be really slow, but like a lot of people don't have time for that. So
True.
I think there is a way. Is it realistic? Sadly, no. I don't think.
Hey man.
It's a dog eat dog
It
world.
made in England, handmade, and
Yeah,
et cetera, et
exactly.
cetera.
People's
New
hands
Balance
are
are-
burning, bro.
Hey man.
They've got cut marks from mouth times they stab
Hey,
themselves
man.
with the stitching.
They get a living
Hey.
wage though.
Can you imagine?
In this country, that's not enough.
And then for the shoe that you made to be sold for £275.
Speaking of the shoe, Michael.
So, Bolly,
Yes, sir.
obviously moving on from ethicalness and being sustainable, you've got a game for us, I
I
believe.
do have a game.
So,
Oh, yeah.
run us through it and let us know what I won.
The
Yeah,
game
it's
is
alright.
called Higher or Lower.
Very simple,
Okay,
guys.
Very simple, very easy, very calm. So I will start off with a shoe. In fact, you guys can give me a shoe, whatever shoe you want.
I was okay. Good. Actually, no. Go. You think? I don't know.
Give me any shoe.
Any shoe.
Anything at all.
Union for guava.
Uniform guava.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
Good shoe that. Need that.
So, the
In
aim-
8.5.
For free.
Facts. If somebody's got that for me, woo. Yes, sir.
Hey, I'll give you bare promo, bro.
I'll tag you
I
every
will
day for a
shake my
month.
Damn.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Damn.
So I'm biased, so we're gonna go with my size.
Right.
What's that?
Oh
12?
my
So,
gosh.
so we're going with
That's.
why
I can't lie.
It's so out there. I can't like
can't
choose
lie.
I'm
any
not even
size.
trying to discriminate against you, bro. But
No,
that's
discriminates. Be discriminative.
Choose size 7.
use my
Choose size 7. Size 7. Size 7.
No, use
Size 7.
Use material to account.
Yeah,
for
man.
use a size 8.5.
I'm going with size
That's
6.
extra.
A US men's size 6.
I was extra work.
Okay.
So
US 6 is a UK 5, by the way.
Yes, that's perfectly fine.
no, that's no.
Boo.
Go for a size 9 at least.
Whatever.
Yeah,
no.
that's it, 9.
So
A 9, a 9.
It's Bollin's
a 9.
game. It's Bollin's
it's
game.
my game.
You know what though? Saying that, yeah, before we get into the game, a UK 12 is a very hit and miss size, in
It's
terms
a
of
unicorn
pricing.
size.
That's kind of what I was trying
And
to
don't
say.
forget, when you get size runs, you don't get.
But it works for the game, low key, you know.
Let's
That's
do it
what I
for
was
the game,
going with.
yeah.
Hey, bro, run it, man, run it. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Watch, a Yeezy wave run is going to be like 5K.
Screaming.
No, we're gonna go for last sales. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Last sale.
Because there's like 12 made.
Don't kill me.
And Bully has 4.
All the material that's in the factory, you just slap it on the crib.
Just slapped it all at the bottom, back of the box.
The shoe's
Yeah,
loose.
buddy, run it.
Alright, cool. So Union 4 Guava
Okay.
is £885. That was the last sale
Okay.
in a size 12. Yeah.
Okay.
885.
Yes.
Go on.
Okay.
So is the Union 4 off Noir higher or lower?
I see where we're going with this.
Lower
Oh,
for sure.
higher.
Off Noir.
Higher.
Lower.
It's a black shoe. Higher.
Same
I
size.
still say
Same
lower.
size. We're going with same size.
size.
Oh,
Is it
size
800,
12, yeah.
800 what?
885.
885.
I feel like
Ooh, actually,
Lower.
lower. I'm going. Oh.
Lower, but
See all these guys flip flopping.
yeah, lower.
I said
I'm
lower
going
three
lower
times.
still.
No.
No, I have to make sure. I have to make sure.
That's it. Marks enforced this point.
You know what I'm thinking? I was thinking about black cats, and I was like, how much might a black cat in a size 12 be? That's like that kind of area, innit?
Oh wait, are we
And
going?
this is Union collab.
Are we going with dollars or pounds? I forgot.
pounds.
Pounds, yeah.
Might be the StockX app, but it's definitely in pounds, brother.
So what are we saying? What are you saying?
I'll go lower.
You guys
Lower.
have to decide.
Lower.
Not much.
Higher or lower? Are you all going lower?
Yeah, lower, man.
Correct.
Yeah, I was
How
gonna
much
say,
is it?
No
What's the
way.
numbers?
I'm gonna guess like
I'm gonna
659.
get 7.
no 680.
Last sale was 503.
Oh,
Mad, slower than I thought.
Cool.
I believe I might as well get a pair.
That's your budget.
Range.
Okay, so military black, higher or lower
gosh.
than the last pair.
Military black fours.
Four, yeah,
Higher or lower than 508?
yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
haven't
lower.
been following the market, but I swear this has gone up, bear.
It's gone up a bit, but I don't know it's about
But
sizes.
503. Oh, in a 12.
In a
Nah,
12.
lower, I'd say.
If it's in a 6, I would say higher.
And I say lower, I can't lie.
Lower. I feel like it's gonna be like 4 something.
But there's something in me that says like. it's
I think
a
it'll
lot
get
newer,
higher
it's like-
soon.
It's
Easy,
like
isn't it? Yeah.
people don't. Not everyone knows about Off Noir. Like
What,
that.
recency bias?
I just feel like, yeah, to a degree, but also like the versatility of military blacks compared to Off Noir.
Somebody paid 503 for a military black. They've done something wrong.
I'm gonna give you guys 10 seconds to decide.
No,
It's
you
gonna
go
go
lower.
lower.
Let's go
lower.
lower.
Lower,
Everyone
man.
said lower.
Steady.
Alright, cool. Correct. You're lower.
How much?
386.
Something
Ooh,
for
that is
something.
mad close.
I was
you
gonna
know.
say something like that.
You saw the screen.
No, I can't even see it, bro.
Cat boy.
365.
That's close.
Alright, cool.
Close,
Now,
man.
Jordan 4 military blue, the 2012 pair, higher or lower?
This is close.
Higher.
Military blue. Man said 2000.
Higher.
Higher.
2012
Then
pair.
365.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Higher.
higher.
Yeah, higher.
Looking at like 540 maybe.
This from 2012.
Michael's been living and breathing at StockX.
Are you-
Jesus.
Nah, man.
I'm gonna go lower still.
You all have to go with the same answer though.
Oh,
No.
is it?
No way.
Do we have to?
No,
so
let
you're
him
the-
stand alone. Let him stand alone. Let him stand
No,
alone.
let him stand alone. That's
Alright,
calm.
cool. So what? Everyone else saying higher? You're
Yeah.
saying-
Yeah.
You guys should have gone Marks, man. It's lower.
Oh,
How much
how
is
much
it?
is it?
230.
What do you get a pair?
The 12.
Nah, but the cracking is don't forget it's DS, so the cracking.
Hey, more
I
life,
was
man.
just thinking, like,
Keep it in the box in that.
Some people like to go back like that, but it's like to what percentage that really
Right.
are invested to go back.
It's 2023
and
as
pay
well.
A premium price, and like how old it is, it's not got a lot of life.
What was the sales before that?
Not
Just
got a lot
just to
of
know.
left.
Let me bring that up. Sorry.
That's crazy. 230.
That's not even close either.
It's nuts.
That's not. That's
Wasn't even touching shoulders. It was
Trust, man.
quit out.
I also think like with shoes like that, people aren't buying it on StockX either, because like
True, in-person usage, innit?
Yeah.
with like something that's of that age, you're probably gonna want to know someone who has it already
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
like see it rather than go through
True.
the StockX
So
process. And that.
they were 230, 363, 302, 281.
Okay, so that guy hit a lick. What the hell?
Yeah, ish, yeah.
Yeah, but you lot are still wrong though.
Hey, fairs, man.
Go, buddy.
Alright, cool. Last one, yeah.
That last one.
This one's gonna be difficult.
So what's the current number?
Boy.
230.
230.
Jesus.
What's he gonna
He's
go?
gonna
Watch a
put.
retail
He's
at
gonna
this
put like
point,
Panda
man.
Dunk watch.
Yeah.
Off-white Nike Blazer.
Which
The,
one?
Grim Reaper, the black and white one. It was mainly black
Oh,
with
that's
the white
definitely
swoosh.
high.
Yeah, it has to be in it.
Okay.
Did you guys like that shoe?
I thought it was alright. I don't think it was.
Can appreciate from far, I think, isn't it?
Got other people.
I don't think it was that serious.
Yeah.
But it was.
You're speaking to a guy that got a Jordan 1
Yeah,
Off-White
kinda,
UNC.
yeah.
It's not that serious, bro.
Nothing else
It's more
is.
just assessing it for like what it is.
No, I hear
You know what I
you.
mean?
Higher or lower?
Higher.
Higher.
Higher. Cool. You're right. Now,
Oh wait, but what's the price now though?
the price is 900.
See, he's
and-
trying to screw out his own game.
Isn't it, bro?
price is £912. Yeah. But the again Off-White Nike Blazer, the actual just Off-White colorway with the black swoosh.
The OG one.
Yeah.
Higher or
Higher
lower?
for sure.
The 912.
Yes.
It's a serious shoe, though.
You
Higher
be,
for
you,
sure.
you
I'm
be.
gonna,
That's
I'm gonna
the
give you guys
iconic
a
one,
hint.
though, isn't it,
There's
really?
only 6 left in the size.
Higher for sure.
That's
Oh, high, yeah.
You shouldn't have told us that.
No, I feel like
I'm gonna guess like.
Bully's that type of guy. Man, damn, Bully's that type of guy.
Whatever Mark says, whatever
I'm
Mark
gonna
says
guess
at this
it's
point.
like 1-4 or something.
1-4.
I'm gonna say
Do
low.
you know what? Yeah. 1.5, 1.6-ish. I'm hearing
I feel
you.
like Buller's fucking with us, but yeah, I'm still
I'm
sticking
lower.
with it.
I'm because of
You got
that. I'm
lower?
lower.
Oh, actually, 1.2.
Brother, it's still higher. It's still
We're not
higher.
asking for numbers.
No. I'm trying to guess the figure. I'm trying to get some points here.
What's the next
You guys
one?
all going higher and then Emo's going lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, run it.
Emo is so right.
I tell you,
What's the
Bully's
price?
that
Don't
guy.
trust me. Guess the price. Closest to the price wins.
See,
No,
no,
it has to be at least 7.
Huh?
750.
It's lower than 900.
870.
870. Alright, cool.
7 something.
It has to be close though.
It has to be something in the area,
at
innit?
least above 7.
I got
I'm gonna
800.
I'm gonna say 820.
Marks, you said
820.
7.
20.
That's 870.
We say Josh?
800.
8 bills. E-man, what are you saying?
7 bills. Some I don't know. Some,
You ain't winning, bro.
I know I'm
You ain't
wrong,
winning.
but diversity in it.
Yeah, trust.
Like 25.
Imagine like pounds in between like the first and second.
That's mad though. How is the Grim Reapers more than the?
I guess it's a black shoe, isn't it?
Well, I say,
And don't
innit?
forget.
Well, I say excuse things.
Oh, what does the OG
That
look
is
like
true,
again?
but still,
Because don't
it's
forget.
like cream with the black
there
swoosh
is-
and orange.
You
tab.
two, there's a tie
Between here.
between you and Marks.
It's an equal
Me and
split,
Mark.
is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh shit! So what's
You
it?
said 870.
Yeah.
You said 825.
So it's 850.
845.
Okay.
Can you both be winners or?
Ooh.
Nah, man. Rock, paper, scissors.
Do you know what it
I
is?
mean,
It's-
when we count the rounds and that,
Yeah, Marks won.
Nah,
do you know what it is?
Chill,
It's the
bro.
fact that- don't forget the yellowing with the
that's true.
off-whites.
That's true. That's true.
Like I really want. I still want that the white off-white Air Jordan 1, the NRG one, the triple white
Oh,
one.
Can't test, though.
that's a nightmare though.
Exactly. Like even
But
with
it's
the
beautiful as it
even with the
comes.
white Zoom flies, obviously there's only two Zoom flies I want. The black and the pink. I already got the pink. I'm getting the black next month. But
Damn.
the
Needy
just
How much is gonna
Guys
set you
complain
back?
about it.
Huh?
How much?
Oh,
is
no,
gonna
looking
set you
Needy
back?
it's like I've seen
shoes
pairs
to lose,
online already. That's like
Throw your money out.
250, bro.
Meaty
It's calm.
crap.
Yeah.
It's very-
Wasn't really,
So,
wasn't
so
really
bad.
like-
It's not bad.
Come on, man.
It's a very underrated shoe.
crap.
No, it's
Why is it?
rated
Is it
very
proper
well.
comfortable?
Yeah, I can't lie, but the sizing is off.
Don't let him confuse. Don't let him convince you, bruv.
No, I'm
I
just
saw the way
hearing
you
this
nodded,
angle.
hearing
No, I'm
comfortability.
just hearing this angle. I can't shut down his opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can.
Need to let,
This is not a democracy.
Hey, man.
you guys need to let a black brother shine.
Maybe not.
Alright, Bull, have you got one more? Or do you wanna?
Nah,
let's
cool.
get
We
into-
could keep going, but
Let's get into
Let's get into
today's main agenda.
Are we on?
We digress.
Are we on one? Is that 103 or one? That's
103, but obviously we didn't start at 1 in that, so
We're good now. We're good, man.
yeah.
Go on.
Alright, cool. So, into the main agenda of today, and another point of news. Joe Grondin, the business unit manager in charge of global collaborations and energy at New Balance, has officially left his role to join
No.
Teddy Santis' powerhouse, which is Aime Leon Dore, as their chief marketing officer.
Now you see why the shoe makes sense.
It makes perfect sense, guys. Now, the first thing, guys, when I first saw that he was leaving, I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't know who he was. I had to do a lot of research. Obviously, like, you know when you're like buying shoes, you don't really look at people that are not on the shoes. So I've done some research on him and I was like, rah, this guy's like involved. So when you guys first saw like the story break and he was leaving, and obviously you didn't know where to, what did you guys think of what was going on at the time? Like, what kind of thoughts did you have?
You going or?
Yeah, I didn't know where he was going, but I knew he was leaving. I only been following him for about a year or so. And I think that's because like having seen like Joe post a few things and a lot of like the collaborators like Salehe tag him and then realized he was like the main kingpin that was driving all of these collabs. So yeah, I kind of then followed him, saw what he was doing at MB then. But yeah, I had to search on Google myself to see like where he was actually going. 'Cause I didn't know from IG, and then I found out through LinkedIn, which was quite funny. And then saw he was like CMO.
You
at ALD.
connected though.
I didn't. Nah. I should have shot him a DM like, "Congrats, bro." So yeah, about them 991s. But no, I think it's a good move for him. I think it's a good move for him for real.
It's kind of in-house, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like it's still like a close relationship. 'Cause like the way ALD and MB have like they just released the 860 V2. And
Yeah.
Teddy is working on all these GR 990 V3s anyway.
Yeah.
So it's basically like an overall family between
Exactly.
them, the way things are going.
Yeah.
So it's not
Still
as
keeping
much
it
of a
in-house.
shift. Yeah.
It's a similar thing for me. I think I knew of him by proximity, probably from Marks, but I didn't necessarily know what he did within the NB itself. So
Yeah.
I think, like you said, now that he's gone and had a bit more of a look into it, you think, oh, Like there's someone dedicated to, to making all this stuff happen, and which makes sense because that's such a big way of New Balance coming up the way they have in the last couple of years.
Honestly, what do you man think?
I didn't know about him too tough. But obviously what I've heard, I feel like I'm copying these two. But what I've heard from him and what I've seen him do is like, oh, you're that guy.
Yeah.
Like without him, obviously we have the Jjjjound, we have the Joe Fresh Goods collab, the KITH, Stone Island, obviously ALD. It's like, okay, you're the guy that. I was reading a bit of his, because he had like a mini interview, and it's like when New Balance is at now, they don't really go out and look for collabs. It's more like people come to them. So it's like he's been engineering that, and obviously you accept what you accept and you deny what you deny. So it's like, okay, cool. This is what he's accepted, and this is the type of collaboration they've done. I guess that's a testament more to how big New Balance is now. But yeah, the fact that he's basically one of the people spearheaded it is like, okay, cool. Nah, this guy's the one. So yeah, it's interesting, and obviously, do you know what he's doing at ALD?
He's chief marketing officer.
Oh yeah.
But what exactly that means?
This is
we don't know just yet.
No, but it's big.
This is my thing. So it's like I'm interested to see what his effect in ALD would be, because obviously coming from like being like a business unit manager, like obviously controlling collaborations to controlling like marketing. They're two different type of roles kind of thing. So I want to see what his effectiveness, because obviously we've seen his effect in New Balance just in general, like with the collaborations have been on point. So I want to see how that now affects the marketing that ALD do, because ALD's marketing is already really good. So I want to see, like, is there going to be a visible change to how they push all their product?
How did we? Okay, cool. How did we see New Balances? Okay, we know the shoes have come out, but how did we see New Balances marketed initially? Because I'm trying to think. So for the pairs that go on.
For like when you say marketed, do you mean for the collaboration pairs, or do you mean like in general?
No. Because for the collaboration pairs, because he's going to market. Because if you think about it, marketing is afterthought. Of the shoe being made. So he's been there prior to a shoe being made, and now he's going to the afterthought. So what was New Balance? What?
Afterthought.
But when I say afterthought, it's like a shoe's being made and then you market it.
I think that's everything in today's day.
So I'm glad you said that.
Go on.
Because obviously where he comes from in his role, he's basically overseeing the process. He'll go, for example, and get like a list of the shoes they want to push. Let's say like last year they want to push 990, for example. He'll take like the 990 silhouette and take it to a few choice collaborators that they've built a relationship with. And be like, cool, yo, KITH, we've got 990. What can you do for us? JFG, we've got these silhouettes. What silhouettes do you want to work on this year? What silhouettes can you build to be able to say, cool, this is what we're gonna do. This is where you push the silhouette and also push out our GRs under the same umbrella. So obviously you saw like the introduction of the 993. Now we've seen that there's gonna be a new 991 coming later at the end of the year. In the new shape. Obviously it'll be interesting to see how the collaborations go thereafter from there, because the Jjounds aren't releasing with that new shape just yet. It'll be after the Jjounds that I think they'll come out with that new 991 shape, which is a slight adjustment.
There's also a 990 V6 coming out as well.
Yes.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, so...
I don't like the V6.
Wait, it's already out?
No, but I think they're doing a new, like a black and white colorway coming soon.
Oh, I see.
So probably just like rolling out a couple colorways, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
and push it a lot more.
Yeah, so that Joe's kind of role is like, cool, we've got the canvas. Now tell us why you're gonna make it special. Tell us why we're gonna give you a collab. And obviously, initially, his role was kind of going out there, meeting people. But he was like, when he spent 6 months in Tokyo and he was with like one of the MBVPs that are out there, he was like, bro, like, I managed to see life so differently in terms of how I was kind of selecting designs and whatnot. And obviously we've seen pandemic onwards, New Balance has grown, not only having their own in-house collaborators, for example, like Yuwu, who does the protection pack and other stuff like that, and like Teddy Sands, who do like in-house collabs. They won't be marketed as collabs as such, but you'll be like, cool, that's a Teddy Sands shoe. It won't say Teddy Sands next to it, but you know Wagwan if you know in it.
Particular, Refined Future.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, Refined Future Pack. Sorry, my bad. Refined Future Pack. Yeah, but yeah, like, and obviously now, like, where they go now, they've got so many collaborators under the umbrella. They don't need to actively look for more. It's now people coming and saying, oh, like, we'd love to collaborate on New Balance with you guys. Here's our pitch, and it's now down to them to sit down and read through the pitches and be like, okay, cool. You know what? this fits in with the story we're trying to push. This fits in with the energy we're trying to provide to our audience and whatnot. So,
Unintended.
yeah, literally.
I think you've got to consider what circumstances he left on as well. 'Cause it's like, it seems like it's fine because he obviously did his post and he's like done some homage, but is it like, is it like cutting it off from New Balance, or is the idea to then go to ALD side and then boost on on a strong, because they might think LD's popped so much for New Balance in the last year or two. Do we need a dedicated person to be engineering these things on that side, rather than trying to do all the collaborations? So does someone else jump onto his role, or is it like that? Maybe, I don't know. So it'd be interesting to hear more. I'm sure we'll see when more comes out for ALD side. But
I think it's interesting the fact that it's all in house in a sense. It's like somebody leaving Nike and going to Converse. It's still the same. Obviously, the relationship between the two.
It's like someone leaving like the whole Air Max line and going to Jordan. Like,
effectively,
it is. Cause
you think so?
Yeah, because deep it.
But ALD's is its own company.
Yeah,
like cool Nike, and then you're moving from SB to Jordan, or like it's kind of like obviously they're not
really
brands as
tight
such,
now.
but it's like, how do I explain it? The way these lot treat each other is like family.
Exactly, and it's like
So
your boss is still the same person. You just switch your email when you think about it. Because like Teddy Santis, creative director at New Balance right now, and he's moving to his brand. Bro, you're literally just going and switching your email. You're gonna be at that same 9 a.m. meeting.
But he's working around different. A handful of different people, I would say.
But you say that, yeah. But then with what Bully's saying, I don't know if you remember going into the New Balance store and seeing like the kind of, and it comes down to these minor details.
Oh, I
the
think
sort
I
of
know what
wooden
you're saying.
frames. I was speaking to the manager at New Balance on Regent Street, and this is when I was buying a shoe, man. I was speaking to him. I like having conversations with people, right? You know what I mean?
I didn't say anything.
And I was like to him, like, this like choice of wooden sort of textures, what's that about? Like, is it a thing where that's just like a New Balance thing, or is it a Teddy's thing? Like, because obviously I've seen that in the LD store. He was like, no, that's all Teddy. Like all of those installations, those little fine details we notice across ALD and New Balance is very, very tightly connected. So I'm with Bully here. I feel like it's even tighter than moving from Nike to Converse. You're basically just going down the road into the family house around the corner of the street. You still use the same Lidl to go and do your grocery shopping. You know what I'm saying?
I can't lie, these analogies are killing me.
It's like, let's say
specific.
your sister moves out, you move into her room.
Okay, I don't know if it's that close.
Bro,
you're in the same.
you know how I found out about Joe? I found out about him because you were posting him on the story. I was like, bro, like it's been great working with you. I wish you the best for the future. And I'm like, who's my man? So I've gone to follow him now, and I've seen a post.
Jump up, fire man.
I've seen the post now with all the silhouettes. I'm like, yo, he's part of some crazy stuff. I'm scrolling. I'm like, right, took care of this one.
I'm a good bro.
So then I was like, let me read about this guy a bit more. So I read about him and I was like, I can't lie. Now that it's official, like where he's going and whatnot, we need to do an episode. And then literally, we shouted you guys.
Yeah, that's how convenient everything was.
Like email was like, because I told the guys, I was like, I can't lie. From the time, and in fact, from early, I said I want to do an MB dedicated episode. And I don't bring Ft.Marks&Josh. I was like, that's what I want to do. And the man was like, cool. When we're ready to do it, we'll do it. The MB Complex article dropped, and all of them are reposting it. Talking about family and whatnot. I was like, yeah, guys, it'll be a good time. They're like, nah. And then we started talking about other things. Like, there were just things going on in it. With the stockroom, there's never like a dull moment. There's always something going on we can talk about. But with this like movement of Joe from New Balance to ALD, we were like, guys, it's only right we beat these guys on. And then email was like, Michael, it's time for your MB episode. I was like, yeah, I'm ready.
Because he really said in the group chat, yeah, it's time for you guys to have your New Balance episode.
Literally, man. So I messaged Marks. I was like, Marks, what are you saying? Marks said, I'm down. I was like, cool. I was like, I need to message Josh. I'm going to message him first thing. Ended up messaging him at the end of the day. And then Marks was like, Josh should be in London, so it should be fine. I was like, cool. Message Josh. He was like, I might have a concert, but I'll let you know. I was like, cool. We're going to set up as if he's going to be here. And then everything will fall into place. And then, yeah, literally, we're here recording the episode. And yeah, man, I can't lie. It's great we're having this conversation because I feel like we don't get to speak about certain brands enough just because of how much other brands are pumping out stuff.
Bro, last week we were talking about Vans. We're doing well.
No, we're getting ranging now. But we have periods where like it'll be heavy Nike, heavy Adidas. You know what I'm saying?
Because
They are the front runners though. Like,
Yeah.
But New Balance have cut through.
Yeah.
Since the pandemic, even just before that, like they were setting their clothes into the scene from just before. The protection pack came in, I think in the first like 3 iteration colorways, Rain Cloud, what is it? Cecil and Moon.
Cecil and Phantom.
Phantom, isn't it? Yeah, cool. They all came out. I was like, this crap's interesting. Not sold. Then the pandemic came, and then Size did the re-raffle, and I was like, I need that Phantom pair.
Oh yeah.
Took
I
an
remember
L.
the raffle.
Pandemic finished. Size for some reason had more sizes left. Did another raffle, living up to their name. I took another L.
Lol.
I said maybe,
So dumb, I just deeped it.
maybe it's not my turn to get this crep. And then ever since I got my hands on one pair of New Balances,
Yeah.
I'm now like 7 pairs deep.
I remember.
Yeah, man.
I remember
crazy.
the video where I think you got your Salehe Bembury.
Oh my
New Balance.
days, yo.
And then you were just you put the camera up, yeah, and you were dancing. I don't know if you know what video I'm talking about.
I don't remember,
But
it
you put
probably
you
was accurate.
when I say yeah, I've never seen someone so gassed to get a shoe. Actually opened the shoe and he was actually screaming into the camera, and I was like, nah, this
Sounds
guy,
like me, man.
this guy's hilarious.
Since we all talk about our New Balance history story, all I remember, you posted a pic, yeah? It was like 6 boxes.
Yeah. Do you know
And
that
then
was? It was in the space of like what, a week and a half, maybe max.
And then you had the
Maybe
you had
even
the,
less.
said the what be the guides on the top.
Yeah, it was the
I
walking
said,
guides.
Whatever that is, I need that.
Because you got the Water Be the Guys, you got the weird smart casual ones.
Yeah, I was so close to bringing those today. Those were the Tokyo Design Studio.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, the grey ones.
And funny enough, Joe was in charge of that as well.
Slept on, yeah.
Made in USA, Tokyo Design, and
Yeah, with the-
collaborations.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite? What's everyone's favorite New Balance collab
from Joe.
from Joe?
I mean, I guess he oversaw everything, so it gives you a free reign, innit? Like, kind of choose, but I guess the official collabs rather than the disguised collabs that we kind of get from New Balance.
Okay, cool. Me personally, I can't remember the exact name. It's United Arrows, KITH, New Balance 99. I think it's either 990 V3 or 993. It has like the purple N, and it's like not purple, like pinkish purple N. I have to get a picture of it.
Wait, is this the? Wait, isn't this the KITH? The light grey, pink, and
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
a slight hint of blue or something.
I think it's I think I need to get a picture of it. But yeah, you might go on.
For me, it actually.
I'll put a picture up on the screen. Yeah.
There's a good couple that I honestly I feel like the Rich Pools collab. It honestly is so
yeah.
slept on.
What
It's-
the 550?
Yeah.
Here.
Bro,
that shoe's nice.
my brother in arms.
You know what? Yeah,
Actually, never know what I was gonna say.
I think it was a very clean shoe, but for all the 550 prop I gave over the pandemic, it's not as good as 650.
It's a
Have you
hot
tried?
take. It's a hot
Have
take.
you tried both of them on?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the 550 the way it feels.
I haven't tried
I felt
them on.
the same.
I prefer
when
the security
tried
with
them
650.
on too. I felt the same with the 550s. I feel like I wanted to like them. Like,
Yeah.
aesthetic-wise, just one for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Like,
See, man?
yeah, those ones are clean still.
Bad boy.
Pink and purple.
Even the RC 1300.
No, you have them.
The KITH ones,
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Those are cool as well.
That's my actual
don't know.
road shoes, bruv.
I
I think I like the JFG 993s, but in the Tokyo exclusive pair, the red, that red pink.
Oh yeah.
I think that pair was crazy.
Even the 1960s, Joe Fresh Good,
Yes.
decent shoe.
What else is there? The 991s.
Oh, okay.
ALD 991s, but in the grey and green.
yeah,
I think
I
that
hear
pair
that.
was so
I hear
crazy.
that, I
Seeing
hear
this pair in person though, mwah, what a shoe. What a shoe.
Imagine this, but like you have the natural sunlight of today.
Bro,
See how that brown there,
it'll be looking golden like it's Leng shoe.
green,
Leng shoe.
darker,
I might have to check down the pair, I can't lie.
the laces.
It is serious.
What about you?
Get them.
What about you, Josh?
What be the guys as well?
I think I appreciate New Balance is when they come with the colourful collabs as well. Because I think it's funny to
Color?
God forbid. not for me. No, but I think it's funny when you look back at New Balance and you see the stuff they have done just over time. Now that they've got a bit more hype and whatever, you think, wow, they were really doing their thing, or just experiment. Which
Even
I
their
respect.
paperweight collabs.
Yeah.
The yellow and grey with the egg
Egg one.
joint. Like,
That was a
hey man, they were really cooking.
That's what you did there.
That's what you did.
Hey man, I'm in my bag today. I can't lie. Sorry, go on, Josh.
Yeah, so I probably join you on the Joe Freshgoods 993s, but I also like Marx's Salehe's as well because
Yeah.
it's one of them like I I couldn't wear them. I don't think.
Yeah.
But then when you've got those cold laundry pants, and it just
Those, like, pinkish
yeah, he's got this
sale
outfit and he
ones.
wore it. I
Yeah.
went, okay, I went, these are, and I just thought like I don't know, stuff like that opens my mind to because they're loud, bro. Innit?
Yeah.
They're loud.
They're
Can't
loud,
lie, that
but-
shoe screams.
But that's the way you wore it, and I was just like, yeah. So
No, fair enough. Like,
Real quick, big up Salehe Bembury for his being appointed the
Oh,
creative
yeah,
director of Crocs.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, I
That's
didn't hear
I
about
didn't
crazy.
even
this.
know that.
Makes sense.
That's
Big up him. Well, yeah, he's always wearing them.
Makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Made them a lot of money.
For real.
Yeah, made them some big racks.
He's done his job.
And seeing the new designs they come out with now, it makes sense.
I haven't seen the new.
They've dropped some new shoes.
Let me show- I follow.
Yes, they are clean. They're like, it's like the What Be a Guide, but it's then, sorry, not What Be a Guide, it's like the Salehe Crocs, but then it's kind of a bit more crockish,
Yeah.
like utility
They platformed
sort
as
of.
well?
Not exactly a platform, it's like a utility sort of look to it.
Not to kill the vibe, but don't you think Crocs is like
Look at that. Look at
not
that.
falling
Look
off a
at
bit?
That's
But,
not even the one I'm talking about, but
Look at
that's
that.
crazy though.
Don't even.
You say Crocs are falling off?
okay, not falling off, but Crocs
Yeah.
aren't as spoken
They
about
look
as
like
they
Merrells,
were.
man.
Yeah.
They look like Merrells.
Crocs.
That they
Think
did
of
that.
it like this, yeah.
Trust.
People never speak about Benessi slides, but Benessi slides are always on people's feet. At the point when we were obviously growing up. Crocs are like uniform now. You went into the shop, people don't say, oh, I've got Crocs, but I've been seeing Crocs collections on TikTok, bro. People are going
But
serious.
I feel like there was a maybe because it's died down, but I feel like there was a proper hype about Crocs.
It's just footwear in general.
It's probably just because of lockdown. I can't lie.
It's just
Maybe
it's
it was
footwear in
just-
general, isn't it? Like people just wanted to obsess over something.
And again, like, I mentioned it earlier. Like, I just think comfort. People, it's just a whole dynamic shift. Even,
Bro.
like, New Balance, I think why they're doing so well, why ALD is a thing and even bigger now. It's just like people don't want to be. People want to be stepping out just comfortably.
Literally, you want to step up for the whole day in the same shoe and not scream, oh, my toe
Yeah,
hurts.
that's what I mean, man.
That's the aim.
Trust.
I've got a mad question.
Go on.
Off Crocs. Do you think, this is going back to the earlier conversation, do you think ALD would be as big as they are if it weren't for New Balance and vice versa?
So,
Okay.
if you guys didn't hear Shaq's question off camera, do you think ALD will be as big as it is now without New Balance and vice versa?
No.
No.
Realistically,
It's like the whole.
yeah.
To me, it's like the whole Nike and Salehe thing. People didn't know who Salehe
Yeah.
was until Nike came and did the collab.
But I don't think it's as
It's
it's not
not
equal
cutthroat.
exchange.
Not
It's
quite.
not
Yeah.
equal exchange.
Yeah.
But New Balance, New Balance is notoriously dad shoes, notoriously that vibe. Where fashion has moved, ALD's it's just
It's
people-
cut across.
We've talked about this before. There's this nice
Middle
bridge
ground.
between streetwear and formal wear.
Yeah.
It's like people want to be comfortable. You see people wearing ties and stuff.
It's
like
like
that.
it's like it's like
Larry
prep
June,
boy,
like,
Yeah.
it's the vibe, man.
prep boy meets streetwear.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And I think they've just managed to find such a sweet spot with the New Balance and
100%.
ALD. So I think obviously New Balance have the capabilities to do that for ALD, but I think it's not an equal exchange. But at the same time, New Balance aren't stupid to know how impactful that input is.
Yeah,
whether it's
yeah.
on Teddy,
It's like it's a
etc.
symbiotic relationship, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
it's just
Because
they
we-
both benefit from the cycle.
Would New Balance be as hot as they are? I know a lot of people, well, me included, or I've even know, like I said, from proximity, like Marks and stuff like that, on the New Balance. Definitely the ALD collabs,
Boosted that,
boosted them for sure.
100%.
So
and it gave it that kind of
The colours and the hues and everything.
Yeah,
that high
neutral,
fashion aspect to it.
that's
Like,
what I mean.
Yeah.
The opposite end of the goal.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because really and truly, like you can't cut across a market if you don't come up both ends.
Yeah.
You're now coming up through the pipeline route of you got your GRs. You've got all of these great silhouettes that just need a bit of je ne sais quoi added to them, and you've got the top down
You
side.
want to use that word.
Of course, I had to, bro. It's only right. And then you have the fashionistas be like, I like your shoe, bro. I want to do a little something to it. Can I do a little something to it? Yeah, why not?
Can you do
And then-
something for me?
You guys say that. I feel like this, fashion forecasting, right?
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like this whole thing has been planned from the
Oh yeah, definitely.
It has to be though.
2002 hours, what they did with Salehe, they were like,
Bro, the pipeline, and obviously, as we were saying with like Joe had an interview with a brand called Hips for a hip store from Leeds.
Oh, yeah,
as
yeah,
we read through the
yeah,
interview, and he basically said that
Shout out international. I'm joking, they're not international.
they're from here, bro. Shout out the UK, man, every time. But they sat down with him, and one of the things he said was that the relationship we built kind of just knocked on one to another. So as we know, some of these designers are just designers that know each other anyway. They're friends. So it's like, oh, like, cool, man's in a couple collabs with you. Let me put my boy on. So Salehe's called Joe. This is a hypothetical. I don't know how true this is. Yo, Joe, like obviously, I know you're cooking something over there. I know you've got the collections pattern. How would you like to design a New Balance?
Yeah.
Joe's like, do you know what? I'm kind of up for the idea, you know? What they got for me? Like, I'll set up the meeting. Zoom call, three-way. Joe, Salehe, and what's it called? Joe Fresh Goods, sitting down in the meeting. All right, cool. So guys, obviously meet each other. This is Joe from New Balance. Joe, this is Joe. You get to meet each other. And it's like, well, this is what got on the table. This is a story you're trying to push. What are you trying to do with your brand? Tell us a story. Do they marry up together? If they do, let's run it. We're both going in the same direction. Let's drive. So, like you're saying, everything happens for a reason. But if you can be ahead of the curve, which I think is so important with fashion, once you're ahead of the curve and able to get ahead of that kind of pipeline where you're not being dictated by the system, you're dictating the
You
system.
can set traps.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like, oh yeah, cool, we'll drop that. We won't make it a collab, but we'll make people question, why is it not a collab? Why is it not that? Oh, because it's not made in. Okay, cool. So the quality might be a little bit less, but still, we're gonna get a good quality shoe. So we're gonna invest, type of thing. And if you can make people constantly think about your brand, not only just be in your face from a fashionista aspect, but also from the general everyday life. The amount of people I see wearing New Balances all the time, it's basically in terms of comfort, New Balance versus On Runnings currently in the market. That's what it is right now. And you got like the Nike Vomeros and all them kind of stuff that are about, but
Vomeros don't hold enough.
there's not enough of the range. Yeah.
Compared to how
Of course. To how New Balance is, because this is New Balance bag, like
That's what I mean. New
sports
Balance,
style.
they're not reinventing what they're doing.
Exactly.
They've always been there. They're sports focused. They're dad shoes,
Literally.
comfort, like they're functional.
Literally.
People are starting to appreciate that differently.
Yeah.
Facts.
I also just think like,
Go on.
yeah.
President of running in New Balance.
Bro, literally. Like they've got the stories made by the people that wear them and they didn't even need to force it.
That's the thing.
What you saying, Josh?
I was saying, even just like thinking the clothes you wear, like, can you imagine wearing New Balance without it being necessarily baggy, without wearing baggy trousers or something like that?
Bro.
Like, skinny jeans days, it's not gonna work.
Can you imagine?
So it's funny like how fashion has fallen into. I just think they timed it perfectly to jump on the wave.
Definitely.
They've done so. Go on.
You see how this episode just happened to work.
Yeah.
That's just how New Balance's pipeline from like
The trap's been set for a while.
It was
That's what
orchestrated.
is.
honestly from like 2019 to, or even earlier than that, because obviously production time in it.
Early in that, bro.
2018 to now kind of.
Even quickly going into their innovation, if you're looking at a new silhouette like the 327, bro, that has just hit the ground running.
You know what it is as well? That's not a silhouette I like, but I appreciate it for the fact that it's so versatile.
We'll have to say it has a certain demographic, and they know who
Do
they
you know
are.
what? Do you know what? You'd say that, but it doesn't. It really doesn't.
I feel like
The fact that the way I can't like the man are laughing, so they understand what I was talking about.
I
know-
definitely
hear what you're
agree.
saying, but
Gentrified.
the demographic he's talking about, they defo champion
Oh,
the
yeah,
thing.
for sure.
Oh, facts.
Oh,
They
definitely.
stand
Facts.
by it.
Facts. That shoe
But I feel like
there.
it goes
kiss the
beyond
badge.
that demographic though. I've
Definitely.
seen that.
Definitely.
That's correct. I feel like that the 327 spans a greater age range. That
Yeah.
2002R does. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I see people because it's like it comes in at that price point that is not too expensive.
Yeah.
Like it's one that's still digestible for people, but it's still got like that. It's the narrowness, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like a lot
Yeah.
of people still like the slimmer line shoe.
Yeah.
Whereas
Shoes that don't make my feet look big.
yeah,
like,
and
yeah.
327 is perfect for that. 2002
And the
is really
lockdown on
close.
it as well.
Whereas like the 990 lines start to get a little bit
wider, yeah.
So I think that's the difference. But I was thinking actually,
Go on.
how we talk about like all of the planning for MB and the collaborations, do we think that this pipeline was still going to happen even if COVID didn't happen? And if so, do
How
you
would the
think
effects have been?
Yeah.
I
How
think
successful
I think the
was it?
pandemic microwaved any effects that were already set in motion. I don't think you could have started in the pandemic with what you were doing and then got onto the pipeline. You need to be there. So you see how like Jordans blew up.
No matter what.
And I would be there no matter what. see how the Jordans just blew up and it was a continuous thing. Every shoe had resale value. For New Balance, that was them. They had all of their shoes like kind of listed and then some. And it was like a thing of cool. Gonna start dropping these here and there. And obviously the crowd was more receptive to more shoes. People got bored of J1s because everybody had them. The whole thing of everyone has these shoes, I don't want them.
It's not even that.
So, bro, you'll be shocked at how many people stopped buying
No,
J1s
it's-
because of how many people.
You'll be shocked about the how. You'll be shocked at how many people started buying New Balances because they started deep in it. Cool. lockdown has happened, prices are going up, everything is peak. Why am I paying £170 for a shoe?
On
No
resale.
one gonna see.
Exactly.
One, no one's gonna see. Two, there's loads of imperfections. The quality isn't great.
QC is nuts.
You know what's
QC
mad as well?
nuts.
Some people's first New Balances in the pandemic, they had never tried on before. But they were buying them anyway. Because
Yeah,
they
but don't you
really
think
wanted
it's
the
the same
difference.
with like Jordan 1s though.
In the pandemic, yes, but it depends when you were buying, innit? I feel like just before the pandemic, you could have probably tried on a couple J1s and still found your feet a little bit. With New Balances, people aren't really receptive to them like that. So for some people, the 2002 are is the first New Balance they tried on and be like, wow, this is different.
550s.
Yeah, 550s is a shoe that blew up.
That
Yeah.
Dunks and Jordan.
Bro, that was the competition.
yeah.
That was the competition.
That was
Versatility and colour as well.
550s versus Dunks was the competition.
especially in that time where everyone's literally you're just at home kind of thing. All you are seeing is just these silhouettes just being put in your face.
Yeah.
put in your face. So it's like. the
And everyone's
dunks-
talking about the fits coming out of the pandemic. I need to do something brazy.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
see dunks,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
dunk, and then you see cool 550s.
it's like,
It's something new and it worked.
yeah,
It's not something
definitely.
that-
It was the same sort of. If you can imagine a fit with an Air Force or a Dunk, you can imagine a fit with a 550.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
trust.
It will
Yeah.
fit that same aesthetic if you have the same colorway. So it's like it does the same job, but it also does it differently. 'Cause
You're
not
doing
really-
something, you're not quite doing the same as everyone.
Yeah,
innit?
I think it's mad though, because when I
Can't
think
fix
about
you,
it, it's
man.
like I don't think New Balance have really changed that much in terms of like the shoe itself. Because when you think about the context in which they were used, right? Like the 990 was like for dads in the US and models on the runway.
Yeah.
And like it still is to a great degree, but now the way fashion has shifted, it's incorporated within that.
Yeah.
And when I think about the 550, I couldn't get out of my head how it looks like a bit of a golf shoe, but it kind of looks like a redimensioned Club C, Reebok Club C.
It's got, the levels to it.
But people don't go to the Club C like that though. So it's just like
And then I guess it's where marketing comes in.
Man said
Yeah.
Reebok next up.
You know what they should be though?
You've heard it here first.
You should.
Stole the Adidas playbook for the Calabasas.
Yes.
Yeah, the Calabasas as
Yes.
well. Yeah.
I think playing on the
throwback
classics is always a good thing as well because like you can have that catalog to kind of refer back to and be like, yo, we got this. Let's make it new. Let's make it pop. So yeah, man. One more thing before we wrap up. Where do we expect ALD to go from here in terms of the assignment? And also, obviously, we don't know the notice period for his job role right now. He was in the job for 1 year, 8 months, according to LinkedIn, because I looked as well. And
Straight to the source.
so if he's now signed off that he's leaving, what kind of replacement can we expect? Will it come in-house as well? Will it be somebody moving around? Or do you expect somebody brand new to come onto the face of the scene?
I'm expecting my man that was doing I'll say protection pack, but it's
What, you?
I wouldn't be surprised.
That wouldn't shock me, to be
He's,
fair.
he's featured on a lot of stuff.
He's done a
like
lot.
a lot of 2002 hours,
He's done a lot.
1906, and Stone Island collab. So
Yeah.
I feel like
Wouldn't be
he's
surprised.
had his foot in the door. Like I would like to see him in that position.
I think you'd engineer that quite well.
Nepotism.
It's in the family.
Sometimes nepotism is good.
But yeah, I mean,
Fact.
I mean, it's not too dissimilar from what Joe is doing anyway.
Literally just moving around.
shifting across.
And
But
interestingly,
that's just like I feel like people shun on nepotism a lot, but it's like it's working for Clint.
speaking
it's
of,
working for-
you know, funny enough, you mentioned him. Did you not see the ad that Waleed did the other day with ALD?
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
touch on
This is
that.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Like,
And that is quite interesting in terms of the placement because obviously Clint is championing the Nike side. Is then Waleed going to come in from another angle?
yeah, and I feel like if I feel like it's one thing to help put someone in a position, but that's if you actually see fit for that as well. Like,
Exactly.
It's good to have the relationship with people. but
Definitely.
You got to see that they actually have potential to thrive in that role.
100%.
So,
Like, if you put them in a role and they're not doing well in it, well, then nepotism is not working for you. You look for something new. But if you're putting them in a role and you can trust them to do it, like, I'd rather sit with the man and be like, cool, we're going to do this podcast because I've known you guys for time and I know what you guys are on. Rather than sit with a total amount of new people and be like, oh, I'd rather just, do this with somebody else. And so, yeah, man, I think, like, honestly, overall, this move is interesting and it'll be interesting to see who kind of replaces him in the near future. I think there's a lot of big things coming, not only for ALD, but for New Balance as well. New Balance have done great over the last 4 or 5 years in setting up themselves and putting themselves right back in the market as they should be. And I hope that brands can use this as an example of how they can really reassert themselves into the kind of footwear scene.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, we need disruption, man.
Yeah,
We need
man.
disruption. And I
Yeah,
feel that's
man.
Talk about
the
disruption,
strongest
though.
one.
Real quick, who would you like to see next collaborate with New Balance that hasn't done it before? Before we end.
Tough.
That is a tough one.
Do you know what?
I've learned to not
Quince.
expect too much, but yeah, that's what
Quince.
That's what I
I
was
think a
going to
Quince
say.
Inc. New Balance collab, especially because of that, the whole Salehe Bembury relationship with Junior as well. I think that could work a lot. And he was in Tokyo not too recently. So
Yeah, that
who knows? Maybe they're cooking something up already. Who knows?
I don't know.
And you do think about what's the UK influence on a lot of New Balance because even the Waleed thing, like, there's clearly a lot.
You know what's mad as well? Every time I've ever seen Waleed, he's always been wearing New Balances. I don't really like. Occasionally, I might see him in like a different J or something, but usually it's New Balances. So it comes from a place of authenticity, and I really like that about when people collaborate with others because it's not a forced thing. It's not like, oh, we've seen you're big, we want to use you, or we've seen your talent, we want to use you. We've also seen you as an individual,
trust.
and we think you work for the brand. So yeah, man, it can only go up. It can only go up, and I'm glad we're here to witness the culture from where it's come to where it is now. So
May it continue.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
long may
man.
it continue, man.
Man, them long overdue
Honestly, and I'm glad we got there.
and time overdue. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for the podcast. Thank you for watching the podcast. Sorry,
Guys, thank you for listening. As always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know how it gets.
Yeah.
brothers. Thank you so much.
Shout out to Marks and to Josh for joining us on the show today.
Shout out
Thanks for having
to
us, boys.
shout out to Jack. Wow, blah, blah, blah.
Shaq off camera.
Off camera.
Come on, man.
Shaq,
And big up Let's Vibe every time, man. Guys, in the description, you'll see the Instagram app, obviously for Let's Vibe. Make sure you join in. And
Oh, these are the size 15s, yeah?
17s, brother. So we're going to wrap up with what we usually do. The signing of the legendary Stockroom crep, you know what I'm saying? So guys, pick your spots and sign however you want.
Pick your spot, scribble on that. Yeah.
If you want to sign J-Ty, sign J-Ty. If you want to sign Josh, sign Josh. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, calm, man.
I forgot to say as well, I needed to shout out Jags, who actually got me that Jags sneaks.
Hey, shout out Jags.
Big up Jags, man.
Serious.
Big up
He got me,
Jags.
man. And I didn't even answer about my favourite collab. I think I'll actually say the first Jjjjound 990 V3
Hear it.
brown one.
Completely
Only
hear it.
because I have the 992,
It had,
but
it had like the creamish white soul.
yeah,
didn't it?
Yeah, H
but
soul.
I think the 990 V3 is my favourite, like in terms of comfort. So that colour would be
Yeah, man.
sensational.
Cold, man.
Even the Jjjjound, the Montreal pair as well. That Jjjjound did.
Very, very serious pair.
Oof,
Very
amazing.
serious pair.
But yeah,
Guys, it's been lit, man. Till next time, obviously, make sure you tap in the guys. Keep up to date on social, see what's happening, see what's popping.
Everybody's socials will be down below.
Yes, sir. And tap in.
Yeah.
Josh,
Love for having us.
Calm, man. Always, man. Always.
Yeah, thanks for having us, boys.
Yes.
Calm, man.
Been sick.
God,
You're welcome back
God
anytime.
willed this one.
Hey,
Hold
God
this
did. God did.
alright, cool. 3, 2, 1, peace.
Deliver people. Love.